Have you ever felt like you're navigating a labyrinth in the world of dating? You follow all the advice, be nice, respect her space, or the classic, just be yourself. Yet, the results leave you baffled. Why do some men effortlessly captivate women while others struggle to make any connection? Could it be that everything we've been taught about attraction is, in fact, wrong? Imagine peeling back the layers of mystery and discovering the truths about what women are truly drawn to, truths hidden in plain sight. What if understanding these truths could not only change your dating life but elevate your entire perception of relationships? Today, we're diving into the 10 biggest weaknesses every woman has, vulnerabilities that even they might not fully understand. But let's be clear, this isn't about manipulation, it's about knowledge. Knowledge that empowers you to build deeper, more meaningful connections. Stay with me, because by the time we get to the last point, you'll have the tools to reshape your dating experiences entirely. The best part? These insights, rooted in timeless principles like Stoicism, offer more than surface-level tactics. They're about becoming a man of substance. Are you ready to uncover the first truth? 1. Confidence. The unshakable belief. Let's start with the trait that echoes through every corner of attraction. Confidence. But what does confidence really mean? Is it the loud guy at the bar, cracking jokes and commanding attention, or the flashy man flaunting his latest car? No, true confidence is quieter, deeper, and far more compelling. Imagine walking into a room, not seeking approval, but carrying the quiet assurance that you belong. That's the kind of confidence women find irresistible. Why? Because it signals security. Women, like all humans, grapple with their own insecurities, how they look, how they're perceived, whether they measure up. When a woman encounters a man who isn't swayed by external validation, it's as if she stumbled upon an oasis in a desert of uncertainty. Now ask yourself, where does your confidence come from? Is it tied to fleeting things like your job, looks, or status? If so, you're walking on shaky ground. These external markers can vanish, leaving you vulnerable. Instead, true confidence grows from within. It's about knowing your value, regardless of the circumstances. This is the essence of Stoicism, standing firm in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. Women notice when a man carries this inner steadiness. He's not thrown off by rejection or failure because he knows these moments don't define him. This level of self-assurance is magnetic. It draws people in, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you've mastered the art of being comfortable in your own skin. So how do you cultivate this unshakable belief? Start by keeping promises to yourself. Set small goals and achieve them consistently. Each time you follow through, you're building a foundation of trust within yourself. Over time, this creates a quiet, unshakable confidence that no external force can take away. Here's the twist. Confidence doesn't mean you're flawless. In fact, owning your imperfections is part of the allure. When you embrace your flaws and show vulnerability without insecurity, you demonstrate a level of authenticity that's incredibly rare. Women will be drawn to this genuine self-assurance because it's a refreshing contrast to the pretense many men wear like armor. So, next time you're tempted to seek validation or shy away from rejection, remember this. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it with grace. The more you live authentically, the more your confidence will naturally radiate, drawing people and the right kind of women toward you. 2. Emotional intelligence, the hidden superpower. Let's shift our focus to a trait that's often misunderstood yet profoundly impactful. Emotional intelligence. While society may glamorize the stoic man who never shows emotion, true emotional intelligence lies in understanding and navigating both your own emotions and those of others. This is not about being overly emotional or losing control. It's about mastering the delicate balance between sensitivity and strength. Have you ever been in a situation where a woman opened up about her feelings, and your instinct was to offer a solution? Maybe she was venting about her day, and you jumped in with advice. But then, instead of feeling relieved, she seemed more frustrated. Why? Because most of the time, women don't want you to solve their problems, they want you to understand them. Here's the secret. When a woman shares her emotions, she's inviting you into her world. She's testing whether you're the man who can handle her vulnerabilities without judgment or dismissal. This is where emotional intelligence comes into play. Are you listening to respond, or are you listening to truly understand? Imagine the power of simply being present. When she's upset, resist the urge to fix things immediately. Instead, acknowledge her feelings. A simple, "I see why that would upset you," can go further than an elaborate solution. Women crave emotional connection, and being able to provide that makes you stand out in a world where most men are focused on surface-level interactions. But emotional intelligence isn't just about her, it's also about mastering your own emotional landscape. Women are instinctively drawn to men who can remain calm under pressure. Life is full of challenges, and a man who can navigate them with composure is a pillar of strength. When things go wrong, do you react impulsively, or do you take a step back, assess the situation, and respond thoughtfully? This is another area where Stoicism shines. The philosophy teaches us to control what we can and let go of what we cannot. Apply this in your emotional life, and you'll exude a level of control and maturity that women find deeply attractive. You're no longer a man swayed by every emotional tide, you're the calm amidst the storm. Want to deepen your emotional intelligence? Start practicing active listening. The next time someone shares something with you, focus entirely on their words without planning your response. Reflect their emotions back to them. It might feel unnatural at first, but with time, you'll become the man who not only listens but truly hears. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of strength. It allows you to build deeper, more meaningful connections, the kind that go beyond mere physical attraction. And when a woman senses that you're in tune with both her emotions and your own, she'll see you as a man who truly understands her. That's a rarity and a powerful advantage. 3. Masculinity, strength in mind and body. In a world where traditional masculinity is often misunderstood or misrepresented, let's talk about its true essence. Masculinity isn't about dominance or aggression, it's about embodying strength, both physical and emotional. At its core, masculinity provides a sense of security and stability, qualities that women instinctively seek. Why do you think women are naturally drawn to men who can protect and lead? It's not just about physical protection, it's about creating a safe space emotionally and mentally. Masculinity means standing firm in your beliefs, making decisive choices, and guiding with confidence, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Think about it. How do you handle adversity? When life throws a curveball, do you crumble or do you rise with resilience? Women admire a man who remains calm and composed, even in the face of challenges. This doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt. It means you don't let those emotions control you. You face them head on, guided by principles, much like the tenets of Stoicism. Physical strength plays a role too, but not in the way you might think. It's not about having the biggest muscles, it's about how you carry yourself. Are you taking care of your body? Do you prioritize your health? When you demonstrate discipline in maintaining your physical well-being, you project vitality and self-respect. This is inherently attractive because it shows that you value yourself. However, the most powerful aspect of masculinity lies in emotional strength. In today's dating landscape, many men fall into the trap of becoming overly emotional, letting every minor setback derail their confidence. A truly masculine man, however, is a rock. He doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. He feels deeply but responds thoughtfully, maintaining control over his inner world. To cultivate this, practice taking ownership of your life. Stop blaming external circumstances for your problems. Instead, embrace accountability. When you own your successes and failures alike, You exude a quiet power that's magnetic. Before we move on, here's a quick favor to ask. If you're finding these insights valuable, give this video a like. It helps more men discover these principles and join the journey toward becoming their best selves. Now, let's explore the next element of attraction that's often overlooked but equally vital. 4. Steadfastness, the power of being dependable. In a world filled with fleeting connections and fickle promises, there's one quality that can instantly set you apart: steadfastness. Imagine a lighthouse standing firm against the relentless crashing waves of a stormy sea. That's the kind of man women gravitate toward, the one who stands unwavering, reliable, and resolute, no matter the circumstances. Why is steadfastness such a rare commodity today? We live in an age where flakiness is almost normalized. People ghost after a few dates, cancel plans without a second thought, and fail to keep their word. Women, inundated with these experiences, naturally develop a sense of guardedness. They've seen too many men falter when things get tough, disappearing at the first sign of challenge or conflict. Here's the truth. Consistency is magnetic. When you say you'll do something and actually follow through, you become a man of your word, something women deeply value but seldom encounter. It's not just about grand gestures or major commitments, it's about the little things. If you say you'll text her later, do it. If you promise to meet at a certain time, be there. These small actions compound over time, painting a picture of someone she can trust. But steadfastness goes beyond punctuality or predictability. It's about embodying stability in every aspect of your life. Women want to feel safe and secure, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. They want a man who can be their anchor, someone who remains calm and composed even when life throws its worst at them. When you demonstrate this kind of reliability, you become a source of comfort and strength. Steadfastness also means standing firm in your values and decisions. How many times have you seen men waver in their beliefs, changing their stance just to please someone else? This kind of behavior might earn temporary approval, but it erodes respect. Women respect a man who knows who he is and isn't afraid to stand by his principles, even if it means facing disagreement or criticism. Here's how you can cultivate this quality. Start small. Make commitments to yourself and honor them. Build a routine that reinforces discipline and reliability. Over time, this internal consistency will naturally extend to your relationships, making you a man who not only talks the talk but walks the walk. When a woman sees that you're someone she can count on, her defenses start to lower. She begins to trust you, not just with her time, but with her emotions, her dreams, and even her vulnerabilities. This is the foundation of any strong, lasting connection. Now that you understand the power of steadfastness, let's explore another trait that complements it perfectly: the art of leadership. 5. Leadership. Guiding with confidence and charm. What does it mean to lead? Leadership in relationships isn't about dominance or control, it's about guidance and decisiveness. Women are naturally drawn to men who know where they're going in life and are confident enough to take others along for the journey. But what makes leadership so appealing? Let's break it down. In any social dynamic, the person who takes initiative often sets the tone. Whether it's planning a date, steering a conversation, or making a tough decision, leadership signals that you're a man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it. This decisiveness provides a sense of direction, which is incredibly attractive because it relieves the burden of uncertainty. Think about it. How often do we fall into the trap of indecision, constantly seeking validation for even the smallest choices? Where do you want to eat? What movie should we watch? These might seem trivial, but every time you defer to someone else, you chip away at the image of being a leader. Women want a man who can confidently say, "I've got this," and back it up with action. However, true leadership is more than just decision-making, it's about doing so with charisma and consideration. A great leader doesn't ignore input but listens, processes, and then acts decisively. He's attuned to the needs and desires of those around him while remaining firm in his convictions. This balance of authority and empathy is what separates a true leader from someone merely seeking control. Leadership also extends to how you carry yourself. Are you the man who commands respect when you walk into a room? Do people naturally look to you for guidance? This isn't about being the loudest voice or the most dominant presence. It's about having a quiet confidence that others find reassuring and inspiring. One way to develop leadership is by stepping up in everyday situations. Take charge when planning outings, offer solutions when problems arise, and don't shy away from making decisions. Over time, this will not only boost your confidence but also make you more attractive in the eyes of women. Here's where I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to taking the lead? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation about how we can grow in this area together. Your insights might just help someone else on their journey. Now, with leadership under our belt, let's turn to a trait that fuels a man's life and adds depth to his character: passion. 6. Passion, the magnetic pull of purpose. What makes a man unforgettable? It's not just his looks, his charm, or even his wit. It's his passion. Passion is the silent force that transforms ordinary men into extraordinary ones. It's what gives your life depth and your character substance. When a man is deeply driven by a purpose, an interest, or a mission, he exudes an irresistible energy that women can't help but notice. Here's the thing. Women are naturally drawn to men who are fully alive. They want someone who's pursuing something that matters, something bigger than themselves. Why? Because passion reflects vitality and purpose. It signals that you're not just existing, you're thriving. A man with passion has direction, and that sense of direction is magnetic. Now ask yourself, what are you passionate about? If you're struggling to answer, you're not alone. Many people float through life without discovering what truly excites them. But here's the good news. Passion doesn't have to mean having a grand, world-changing mission. It could be something as simple as mastering a skill, building a project, or even exploring a hobby that makes you lose track of time. When you talk about something you love, your whole demeanor changes. Your eyes light up, your voice becomes animated, and you draw people in with your enthusiasm. Women find this incredibly attractive because it shows authenticity. In a world full of men trying to impress, your genuine passion stands out as real and rare. But here's the catch. Passion must be authentic. Women can spot a man who's faking interest just to gain their approval. They're not looking for someone who adopts hobbies or goals to seem interesting. They want a man who's genuinely invested in something for his own growth and satisfaction. Passion isn't about what you do to impress her. It's about what drives you from within. Imagine this. You're deeply involved in a personal project. Maybe it's learning to play the guitar, building a startup, or training for a marathon. When you talk about it, you're not just sharing information, you're sharing a part of your soul. That kind of raw, unfiltered enthusiasm is contagious. It makes her want to be part of your journey, not because she's required, but because she's inspired. Now, let's take it a step further. Passion isn't static, it's dynamic. It evolves as you grow. This means you're constantly moving, exploring, and expanding your horizons. This movement creates a sense of adventure, and who doesn't love a man who can turn life into an exciting journey? However, passion isn't just about external achievements. It's also about the inner fire, your commitment to becoming a better version of yourself every single day. This self-driven growth is a core principle of Stoicism. Pursuing excellence not to impress others, but to live a life of virtue and purpose. When you embody this mindset, you naturally draw people, especially women, into your orbit. So how do you cultivate this magnetic passion? Start by diving deep into your interests. Find something that excites you and lose yourself in it. Let it become a source of joy and growth. Over time, your passion will not only enrich your life but also elevate the quality of your connections. Remember, passion isn't just attractive, It's transformative. It fuels ambition, sparks creativity, and builds resilience. And when a woman sees you living with that kind of purpose, she'll feel drawn to your energy, your drive, and most importantly, your authenticity. Ready to explore another key element of attraction? Let's uncover the power of mystery, a trait that keeps the flame of intrigue burning bright. 7. Mystery. The allure of the unknown. Have you ever wondered why some men seem to captivate women effortlessly, leaving them wanting more after every encounter? It's not because they reveal everything about themselves up front or bombard women with their life stories. No, their secret weapon is mystery, a quality that keeps women intrigued and invested. Let's face it, in today's hyper-connected world, where people overshare every detail of their lives on social media, mystery is a dying art. Yet it remains one of the most potent tools in attraction. Why? Because curiosity is magnetic. When you don't reveal everything about yourself right away, you create a sense of intrigue. Women begin to wonder, what's his story? What else is there to discover? Think about it. When you watch a gripping movie or read a suspenseful novel, what keeps you engaged? It's the unanswered questions, the twists and turns, the subtle hints of something deeper beneath the surface. The same principle applies to human connections. If you're an open book from the get-go, there's no excitement, no chase, no reason for her to keep peeling back the layers of who you are. But how do you cultivate this aura of mystery without coming across as evasive or disinterested? It starts with holding back just enough. Share pieces of your life selectively. Instead of laying out your entire life story in one conversation, drop breadcrumbs. Let her get to know you in stages, each interaction revealing something new and intriguing. For example, if she asks about your weekend, don't just list everything you did. Instead, highlight one unique or exciting moment, then let her draw more out of you through follow-up questions. This gives her the sense that there's always more to uncover, keeping her engaged and intrigued. Another aspect of mystery is emotional unpredictability. This doesn't mean playing mind games or being inconsistent. It means not being overly predictable in your responses and actions. Maybe you surprise her with a thoughtful gesture one day, then remain cool and composed the next. This subtle unpredictability keeps the dynamic fresh and exciting. Mystery also thrives in emotional independence. When you're not constantly available or overly eager, you create space for her to miss you, to think about you, to wonder what you're up to. It's this space that fuels anticipation and desire. If you're always within reach, there's no opportunity for her to crave your presence. However, mystery isn't about deception or manipulation, it's about balance. You want to be open enough to build trust and connection, but guarded enough to keep her intrigued. It's about letting her earn deeper access to your world over time, making every new discovery feel rewarding. Remember, the goal is to create a dynamic where she feels like she's continually uncovering new layers of your personality. This gradual revelation not only keeps her interested, but also deepens the bond between you. When a woman feels like she's on a journey of discovery with you, she'll keep coming back for more. Now, as we dive deeper into the complexities of attraction, let's explore a trait that's often overlooked yet incredibly powerful: selective attention. 8. Selective attention. The value of scarcity. In a world where validation is just a click away, attention has become one of the most devalued currencies. Women today are bombarded with likes, comments, and messages. Every swipe on a dating app brings a flood of compliments and interest. So, what makes a man stand out in this sea of constant validation? It's his ability to withhold attention selectively. Here's a paradox. Women crave attention, but they don't value the attention that comes too easily. When something is abundant, it loses its worth. Think about it. When was the last time you cherished something that was readily available? The same principle applies to human interactions. When you offer your attention sparingly, it becomes a rare and valuable commodity. Imagine this. Instead of liking every photo she posts or responding immediately to every message, you take a step back. You engage thoughtfully, but not excessively. This signals that your attention isn't given freely, it's earned. And that makes it infinitely more desirable. But how do you strike the right balance? Start by focusing on quality over quantity. When you give her your attention, make it meaningful. Instead of generic compliments, offer observations that show you're genuinely interested in her as a person. When you text or call, be fully present. This depth of engagement makes your attention feel significant and special. Another way to create value is by being purposefully unavailable at times. This doesn't mean playing games or intentionally ignoring her. It means prioritizing your own life, goals, and interests, which naturally limits how much time you can devote to her. This not only enhances your perceived value but also demonstrates that you're a man with a mission, not someone who revolves around her. Here's where it gets interesting. The more you withhold unnecessary attention, the more she'll seek it. This dynamic taps into the law of scarcity. People want what they can't easily have. When she starts to notice that you're not like every other guy vying for her approval, she'll be drawn to you. She'll work harder to earn your time and focus, which deepens her investment in the relationship. However, selective attention isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a healthy dynamic where both parties value and appreciate each other's time and presence. By maintaining this balance, you ensure that your interactions remain fresh, engaging, and mutually rewarding. As we continue to unravel these powerful dynamics, let's explore an intriguing phenomenon that explains why women are often drawn to men already surrounded by admirers: preselection. 9. Preselection, the psychology of desire. Have you ever noticed how a man who's already surrounded by women seems to attract even more attention? It's not a coincidence. This is the power of preselection, a psychological phenomenon where a man's value increases in the eyes of women when he's already desired by others. In essence, women are wired to notice social proof. But why does this happen? Preselection taps into a deeply rooted aspect of human nature. We value what others value. If other women are drawn to you, it signals that you possess qualities worth pursuing. It's the same reason people flock to restaurants with long lines or covet items labeled as limited edition. Scarcity and social proof amplify desirability. So how do you leverage preselection without coming across as manipulative or inauthentic? It starts with the company you keep. Surround yourself with high-value women, not just romantic prospects but friends and colleagues who respect and admire you. When a woman sees you interacting comfortably and confidently with other women, it sends a powerful message. You are a man of value. Let's get one thing straight. Preselection isn't about flaunting a string of conquests. It's about demonstrating that you're comfortable and natural in the presence of women. It shows that you're socially adept, emotionally intelligent, and capable of forming meaningful connections. These are traits that women find irresistibly attractive. But preselection goes deeper than mere appearances. It's about how you carry yourself in these interactions. Are you confident but respectful? Do you engage with others authentically without seeking approval? Women pick up on these nuances, and when they see that you're genuinely admired by others, it piques their curiosity. Here's a fascinating aspect of preselection. It often works on a subconscious level. Even if a woman doesn't realize it, seeing you interact positively with other women can trigger a competitive instinct. She starts to wonder, what is it about him that draws them in? What am I missing? This intrigue can quickly turn into attraction. However, preselection is not a license to be boastful or insincere. It's about authentic social proof, showing that you're a man who naturally attracts quality people. And remember, this isn't limited to romantic settings. Demonstrating social value in any group setting, whether it's at work, with friends, or in your community, enhances your overall appeal. You want to harness the full power of preselection. Focus on building genuine, high-quality relationships. The more you cultivate meaningful connections, the more your social value will rise, with it, your desirability. Now that we've explored the psychology of desire, let's shift gears to something even more primal: masculinity and why it remains an enduring pillar of attraction. 10. Masculinity. Strength that inspires trust. In today's evolving social landscape, the concept of masculinity is often debated and misunderstood. Yet, at its core, masculinity remains a timeless trait that women are instinctively drawn to. But let's be clear. Masculinity isn't about being domineering or aggressive. It's about embodying strength, resilience, and purpose. Women seek men who can provide a sense of safety and stability, both physically and emotionally. This isn't about clinging to outdated gender roles. It's about understanding the primal instincts that still guide human behavior. A man who exudes calm in the face of adversity, who can make decisive choices, and who leads with quiet confidence, becomes a pillar of strength in a chaotic world. So, what does true masculinity look like? It's the man who stands firm in his beliefs, who doesn't waver in the face of challenges. It's the man who takes responsibility for his actions and doesn't shift blame when things go wrong. This is where Stoicism plays a crucial role. The Stoic man doesn't let external events dictate his internal state. He remains composed, grounded, and in control. But masculinity isn't limited to emotional strength. It also encompasses how you carry yourself physically. Taking care of your health and fitness shows discipline and self-respect. It's not about being the biggest guy in the room. It's about demonstrating that you value your well-being. This physical presence, combined with emotional resilience, creates a powerful aura that women find deeply attractive. Another key aspect of masculinity is leadership, not in the sense of dominating others, but in guiding and inspiring. Women want a man who can take charge when needed, someone who can navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Whether it's making plans for a date or steering through a difficult situation, your ability to lead decisively will set you apart. However, masculinity doesn't mean being emotionless. In fact, the most masculine men are those who can balance strength with vulnerability. They're unafraid to express their emotions, but do so in a controlled and purposeful way. This balance creates a dynamic that women find both comforting and exciting. To cultivate true masculinity, start by focusing on your inner strength. Practice self-discipline, take ownership of your life, and build resilience through challenges. The more you develop these traits, the more naturally they'll radiate outward, drawing women toward you. Before we wrap up this journey, let's reflect on everything we've covered and how it all ties together. It's time to step back and see the bigger picture. We've explored the 10 female weaknesses that every man must understand, from confidence and emotional intelligence to mystery and masculinity. These aren't tricks or gimmicks, they're timeless principles rooted in understanding human nature and the dynamics of attraction. By embodying these traits, you're not just becoming more attractive, you're becoming a better, more grounded man. So what's your next move? Start implementing these insights into your daily life. Reflect on the areas where you can grow and take deliberate steps to improve. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about becoming. The more you focus on your personal growth, the more naturally you'll draw women into your orbit. If you found value in this guide, show your support. Like this video, drop a comment below about which trait you're excited to work on, and subscribe to join a community of men dedicated to self-improvement. Share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights, and together, let's elevate our understanding of relationships and life. Thank you for watching, and remember, the journey of self-mastery never ends. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep growing. See you in the next video.